Hey, my name is Steve, and today we're going to look at setting up MetaTrader 5 for trading 28 pairs at the same time, and I'm going to show you how easy it can be. Now, starting with a blank MetaTrader, we have no symbols showing at the moment, so the first thing we're going to do is actually add our symbols, and we just click the little dollar sign on the toolbar to bring up the list of all our currencies. We want to trade all of the majors, so click on majors and say show symbol. We're going to do the minors as well, show symbol, and one extra thing I'm going to add is gold. We'll just double click on the gold to highlight that one, and that is all of our pairs. Now if they're not sorted in the correct order, we can right click on here and sort by sector, which I've already done. And the next thing we want to do now is to decide which time frame we're going to trade on these, and we're going to set this up as a profile as well. So to begin with, we'll click on the default profile where we are at the moment. We're going to save this as let's call this one all pairs stochastic. So we're going to use a stochastic indicator on this chart that we're setting up now. So now we have the profile set up. The next is to set up our default chart. So we right click on each of these to add a chart window, but for the first one we're going to set up our indicators and save this as the default. So to start with, we'll just go to like a blank screen. We want to add the indicators we're going to use. In this case, I'm actually going to use moving averages and stochastic. So let's add the moving averages first. Going to do a 50. And we're also going to insert a 20 moving average. And the last one we're going to add is a 9 moving average. Okay, now this is what we are going to start with the moving averages. One other thing we need to add, of course, is the stochastic. So let's say insert indicators. It's an oscillator and stochastic. I'm just going to change the colors on here a little. And using the default settings on here, we're going to do as well. And here we are. So we've got an upper line at 70, a lower line at 30. We have our 3 moving averages on the chart as well. So now we're going to save this as our default template. So templates, save, and I already have a default template which I'm going to override, but if you don't have one, just type in default.tpl and click save. And now what this will do is, as we go through now each pair and add to the chart, we're going to have the same template set up on each. So let's go through these now. Okay, this will take a couple of minutes to probably go through all of this list. And that's it, all set up now. We've got 28 pairs, plus I've added gold on the end as well. And the way we trade 28 pairs at once, using a 1 hour chart, all we are looking at is for our one setup to happen in this particular case with this strategy, once a day, and maybe not on every pair at the same time. So let's look at this strategy for now, the stochastic and the moving averages. We're looking at an opportunity for a pullback to the moving averages and then a close below the moving averages again, in this case for a short. So we can see here that we've had a couple of days here with good setups. We've got one here. The stop loss on this one, we just make it a few pips above the swing high, so 30 pips for this one. And if we did 1.5, we would say 45 pips for the take profit, which it would hit here. For this particular one, we're looking at a stop loss of 16 pips. So take profit would be 24. In this case, it actually went to 38 or 39 pips. So we could have got a 2R trade out of that. So you can please yourself which, what sort of ratio you're going to go with. And maybe start off with 1.5 and then increase it to 2 if it looks like you could have been getting more money out of your trades. We'll go back to a few days or last week and have a look again. So we're not going to look at trades where the stochastic hasn't gone down to the actual lower level. So in this case, we've got one here, and the close above, we've got a stop loss of say about 26 pips. So the take profit would be 52 if you went for a 2R, and we would have made that easily. Actually went up to about 80, 90 odd pips for that one. And this particular trade here, I may or may not have gone for. After looking at this pin candle here and then closing above the moving averages, I probably would have gotten in at this stage. So that is about a 25 pip stop loss. So that's a successful trade as well. And to do this on a daily basis for all pairs, we just go through each pair and look at the current time and just see if there's a setup right now at the time you're looking at this. So I'm doing this on a Saturday right now, so we're not going to see any trade setups. Not that we can actually take anyway, but my normal trading time is during the London session. So I would be opening up my charts at the beginning of the London session, which is somewhere around 10 o'clock on the broker time, so that I would actually be opening up here. When I see this candle close, that would be my entry. So we go through each pair and look for a setup. And this one doesn't really look so good, it's too volatile. Nothing on this pair. We did actually have a couple of good setups here that we could have taken just this week, previous days. And this is all I do, just go through these pairs each day and look for a setup. And so some days you might get 2 or 3 trades, other days you might get no trades at all. So this would have been a setup for me, about 18 pips, and the trade would still be open if I'm holding it over the weekend. So this was this last day here would have been Friday. And this is all you have to do. So this is a simple strategy, quick to learn and quick to execute. We just spend 5 minutes each trading day going through possible setups at your usual trading time. So for me, the London session, and all I'll look at is if we see a pullback like this going into the start of the session, we may have to wait a couple of hours until it actually closes low before we actually get our entry point. And this one here would have actually been a failed trade. It would have hit our stop loss, but that's the same with any strategy. You're not going to get anything that will give you a 100% win rate. If you can get better than 1R and a 50% or even a 45% win rate, you will actually make a profit. So let's go back again, have a look at another couple of trade setups. we seem to have good setups on short trades for some reason. They seem to trend better. So we can see here we had, after the moving averages crossed, we had one day here we came back to the moving averages and closed below. This was actually in the Asian session, and we had another one here in the New York session. This one here was at let's see, this was during the London session. We had another setup here. This one, if we had taken this trade right here, we possibly would have got stopped out. Stop loss, I would say, would have been about 45 pips, and we might have just got wicked out on that one. It's about 51 or 52 pips. So there's possibly a news candle here. But this is all I do anyway when trading this simple strategy. To trade multiple pairs at the same time, we just need to have 1 or 2 trade setups each day. Let me know in the comments below if you can try this one and if you get some success out of it. It'd be great if you could put this on a demo account for this coming week, and just at the start of your trading time, go through this setup and see if you actually do have any trade setups and if you have any profiting trades. And I'd love to see your comments below. Let me know how successful you were. That's it for today's video, and looking forward to seeing your results. And I might actually do the same myself. I'll do some trading on a demo account and share the results with you in the future.